of this? What are the changes that we will need to bring about in our frameworks and systems? Both sides must evolve. The government, as I see it, despite the frameworks, needs to start to have that attitude to act as a partner, to be willing to sort of understand that the private sector is there with its own imperative, which is also important, and there's no problem if private sector seeks to make profit from these arrangements, as long as they are reasonable and legitimate profits. But the private sector must also evolve. And one sees a gap, perhaps, not in every case, but in the private sector in Pakistan, it's largely risk-averse when it comes to sort of involvement in sort of these delivery of public goods and sort of engaging with government. It needs to see its larger role in society, become more innovative, more dynamic, and begin to see the tremendous value that can be unlocked by engaging in transformational PPP projects and initiatives, which could be very large ticket items also. But I accept that there may be legitimate concerns with this sort of arrangement or working with the government, but perhaps the private sector can also step in to bring those issues to the table and try to resolve them. So we need to work together and to make sure that we can actually deliver and get to the results. For that, it is important to engage in dialogue and to listen to each other. The government is certainly very interested. That's for certain. When we were drafting the P3A law and creating the framework, we made sure that the P3A board would have an equal number of public sector and private sector members, and that's unusual for government entities. Chaired by the Minister of Planning, 5 private sector members and 5 public sector members. And that was done so that we could sort of reflect within the institutional framework itself the spirit of equality and a genuine interest in fostering cooperation. It reminds me from what was said yesterday by our friend from Nepal, Kanak Dixit, who rightly noted that we need a culture of open dialogue, collective problem solving, where difficult conversations replace quiet avoidance. I think he put it really well. As Minister for Planning, Professor Ahsan Iqbal, who is also the chair of the P3A board and has been a champion and provided strategic vision for the country.
Sir, Honorable Sardar Ayaz Sadiq, Speaker, National Assembly of Pakistan.
Excellency, here we go. We have to stand in the center, sir. Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Excellency. Thank you.
Honorable Mr. Babar Salim Sawati, Speaker, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Assembly. Honorable Sayyid Awais Nadir Shah Sahib, Speaker, Sindh Assembly. Honorable Khair Jan, Member, Balochistan Assembly.
Thank you, sir.
Honorable Speaker, Azad Jammu Kashmir. Honorable Speaker, Gilgit-Baltistan. Honorable Deputy Speaker, Provincial Assembly of the Punjab, Zahir Iqbal Channers. Honorable Deputy Speaker, UK House of Commons.
She's downstairs.
Okay. Honorable Mr. Honorable Deputy Secretary General, Commonwealth Parliamentary Association.
Most welcome, Excellency.
Honorable Bilal Haider Kiani Sahib.
Bilal Azhar Kiani sir.
Sorry, Bilal Azhar Kiani Sahib.
No, I would request all the excellencies for a group.
एशिया और जनूब मशरकी एशिया की पहली 2 रोज़ा मुश्तरका पार्लिमानी कॉन्फ्रेंस पंजाब असम्बली में इसका आगाज़ हो चुका है। श्रीलंका, मालदीव, बरतानिया, ज़ैम्बिया, मलाशिया और पाकिस्तान समेत 20 असम्बलियों के 100 से ज़ायद मंदूबीन शरीक हैं। स्पीकर कौमी असम्बली सरदार अयाज सादिक और स्पीकर पंजाब असम्बली मलिक मोहम्मद अहमद खान गैर मुल्की मेहमानों को सोवेनियर्स पेश कर रहे थे। शुरका में 13 स्पीकर्स, 4 डिप्टी स्पीकर्स और 1 चेयरमैन शामिल है, जबकि इस CPA कॉन्फ्रेंस का जो एजेंडा है वो पार्लिमानी जमहूरियत, शफाफ कानून साजी और एहतसाब पर मबनी है। ये मनाज़िर आपके साथ हम शेयर कर रहे हैं, जिसमें एशिया और जनूब मशरकी एशिया की पहली 2 रोज़ा मुश्तरका पार्लिमानी कॉन्फ्रेंस इसका आज से पंजाब असम्बली में आगाज़ हुआ है। मुख्तलिफ गैर मुल्की जो मेहमान हैं इसमें वो शिरकत कर रहे हैं और स्पीकर कौमी असम्बली सरदार अयाज सादिक और स्पीकर पंजाब असम्बली मलिक मोहम्मद अहमद खान गैर मुल्की मेहमानों को सोवेनियर्स पेश कर रहे हैं। शरीक ममालिक के हवाले से आपको आगाह करेंगे। श्रीलंका, मालदीव, बरतानिया, ज़ैम्बिया, मलाशिया और पाकिस्तान समेत 20 असम्बलियों के 100 से ज़ायद मंदूबीन शरीक हैं, जबकि शुरका में 13 स्पीकर्स, 4 डिप्टी स्पीकर्स और 1 चेयरमैन भी शामिल है। CPA कॉन्फ्रेंस का एजेंडा पार्लिमानी जमहूरियत, शफाफ कानून साजी और एहतसाब पर मबनी है। सोवेनियर्स अता करने के मौके पर स्पीकर सिंध असम्बली ओवैस कादिर शाह, खैबर पख्तूनख्वा असम्बली के स्पीकर बाबर सवाती और आज़ाद जम्मू कश्मीर असम्बली के स्पीकर भी यहाँ पर मौजूद थे, जिन्हें सोवेनियर्स पेश किए गए। सोवेनियर्स पेश करने का ये सिलसिला इस वक्त जारी है। पाकिस्तान, बरतानिया और श्रीलंका समेत 20 असम्बलियाँ हैं जिनके नुमाइंदों की आज शिरकत हो रही है इस 2 रोज़ा CPA कॉन्फ्रेंस में। एशिया और जनूब मशरकी एशिया की ये पहली 2 रोज़ा मुश्तरका पार्लिमानी कॉन्फ्रेंस है। आपको आगाह कर रहे हैं कि इस कॉन्फ्रेंस का जो एजेंडा है
Under the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister Mia Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif, Pakistan is taking bold steps towards a sustainable and climate resilient future. Our commitment to the Living Indus initiative aims to restore the health of our river system. The Recharge Pakistan program focused on floods resilience and water conservation, while our efforts under the loss and damage flood ensure the vulnerable communities receive the support of the need. As the leading climate advocate appointed by the Prime Minister to drive Pakistan's climate agenda, I would like to ensure everyone to overhear our commitment to a sustainable and climate resilient future remains unwavering. We are actively working on consolidating joint efforts to strengthen climate action to our region, introducing innovative mechanisms of institutionalizing sustainable development goals and ensuring that our climate policies will be impactful and far-reaching. Our journey towards a greener Pakistan is not one we take alone. Strong partnerships with the United Nations and World Bank and regional allies enable us to implement meaningful, large-scale climate action. We need increased climate financing, technology transfer, and capacity building support to achieve our ambitions, targets under the Paris Agreement, and our national determined contributions. Ladies and gentlemen, at the provisional level, as you heard from the Madam Mariam and from the Honorable Minister SN Iqbal Saab, we are witnessing an encouraging moment, Punjab is leading the charge with the sustainable urban planning, and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa afforestation and nature-based solutions are setting a precedent for others to follow. We must ensure that every province, every district, and every citizen becomes an active participant in our shared climate journey. Ladies and gentlemen, governance and climate change are not separate issues. They are deeply interconnected. Strengthening governance structures is fundamental to implementing climate policies that work. We must move beyond discussions and accelerate implementations. We must invest in the green solutions, promote climate education, and empower our youth and, of course, our children to be architects of a sustainable future. Excellencies, it is the right time to strengthen the region by building up a networking group of joint working in tackling the challenges we face. Our planet is running out of time. Breathe Pakistan is more than just a conference. It is a call for action. It is a call for policy makers, businessmen, civil society, media, and individuals to unite in the fight against climate change. In this regard, media plays an instrumental role in raising awareness and shaping public discourse towards climate change. The power of storytelling, investigative journalism, and digital media campaigns cannot be overstated in mobilizing communities and influencing policy decisions. It is essential to establish, I would request and urge that it's a great need of the time, that it is very essential to establish a dedicated caucus on media of climate change internationally on awareness, a platform that brings together media professionals, environmental experts, and policymakers to drive climate realization across the sector of society. Through responsible reporting and compiling narratives, we can turn climate awareness into climate action. Ladies and gentlemen, excellencies, Pakistan has long been considered one of the most vulnerable countries to climate change in the world. But we will not be beaten. Today, it's Pakistan. Tomorrow, it can be someone else. But we must not sit back for it to happen somewhere else. We too must look beyond the current crisis and act and set our sights high as we strike out of a world of dignity and opportunity for all on a healthy planet. And in the end, I would really like to thank all of your commitment and dedication, all those guests who came from far away, from all across the world. I look forward to outcomes of this seminar, this conference, which will guide us in strengthening our regional efforts for climate resilience, ensuring that all communities will get benefits from our collective progress. Let us work together to ensure that Pakistan breathes cleaner air and becomes a global leader in climate resilience. And I would request to all to come up with the regional solutions, because in the end, I would just like to say, it's not you, it's not me, it's us. Let's stand together. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
पाकिस्तान को मौसमियाती तब्दीलियों के चैलेंजेस का सामना है, जिससे